Muy buenas chicas y chicos, bienvenidos de nuevo al canal y bienvenidos a otro video más de Pokémon. Y sí, como lo han leído en la descripción del video, Replican Pokémon Leyendas Arceus. No es broma chicos, ni yo me la creía en realidad. Y ustedes dirán, ¿cómo lo han replicado si aún no sale el juego? Pues resulta que dos chicos comenzaron a crear este juego conforme fueron sacando los trailers de los avances de Pokémon, ¿vale? Entonces, pues de hecho esto, uno de ellos lo explica. Bueno, sin más, vamos a ver el video.
Recently, Nintendo announced a new open-world Pokemon game called Pokemon Legendas Arceus. The idea for the game is great, and I can't wait to play. So if I want the game now, I've got to make it myself. This time, I went a little overboard and added every single Pokemon in the game. Yeah, this was insane. Before I show you how I did that, we need to make a Pokemon trainer. I borrowed a trainer from the internet, rigged it up in Blender, and threw it in the game. I then added roll, jump, throw, and crouch animations to be consistent with the trailer. I then added a third-person camera by following this Brachy's tutorial, and the Pokemon trainer was complete. To add every single Pokemon to the game, I needed all of their models and the animations. All of the models exist online, but the animations do not, and I definitely couldn't rig and animate over 800 Pokemon. But there's one clever place that has all of the models and animations. The Nintendo 3DS. My brother found an amazing forum post where someone was able to write a program to obtain the raw files from Pokemon 3DS games. So thank you. The program failed a bunch of times, but after a week of work, we had every Pokemon in the game. To get the Pokemon in the scene, we created a series of spawner objects. The spawners will spawn one random Pokemon from its list when the game begins. We then added the most popular Pokemon to the spawners, like Pikachu, Bidoof, Vanillish, Muk, Wobbuffet, and this thing. The newest trailer shows some beautiful grass, desert, and snowy mountain terrain. That's a lot for me to do alone, so I'm gonna need some help. Make terrain? No. My brother made the terrain using Unity's terrain system with an extension called Gaia. This allowed him to spawn mountains and apply textures based on a number of preset rules. The program used height and slope values to apply rocky textures, which also allowed us to create water and islands. My brother also snuck in a few special surprises for me to find. How am I supposed to get around this? But now we have a small problem. Just as my brother finished making the terrain, Nintendo dropped the second trailer for Pokemon Legendas Arceus. There were a lot more types of terrain in the second trailer, so my brother had to do a whole bunch of areas all over again. Whoops. Sorry, Chris. After a few more days, the terrain was looking perfect. But all of this wouldn't be a Pokemon game without battling. The second trailer reveals that battling occurs right in the open world. So I coded a state system that alters a Pokemon's movement behavior when a trainer comes in contact with it. For the battling system, I scoured the internet for all relevant formulas and coded an exact replica in my game. I used Unity's scriptable objects to create each Pokemon's moves and stats, which I was able to copy exactly using Smogon's database. And by making the wild Pokemon unnecessarily strong, we've got a very challenging game. The second trailer revealed that wild Pokemon can attack the trainer. For my version, I coded it so that if you get hit by a wild Pokemon's attack, all Pokemon in your party lose 10% of their max health as damage. If you can survive the wild and become a Pokemon master, you might have the chance to face off against the final boss, Arceus. But more on him in a bit. We've first got to catch Pokemon. The trailer shows that you can sneak up on Pokemon to catch them directly or weaken them in battle. I coded up as close a system as possible by stealing the catch rate formula from the internet. The catch rate is also increased if you sneak up on the Pokemon. And if you're unbelievably lucky, you might just find a shiny. When a Pokemon is caught, it enters your party for you to battle with. But like all other Pokemon games, you can only have 6 in the wild at once. Make sure you save a spot for the legendary Pokemon on top of Spear Pillar. The newest trailer showed incredible scenes of you riding Pokemon through the water, on the ground, and in the air. I modeled the flying contraption used in the trailer in Blender and attempted to animate the Braviary used to fly. After some slight animation tweaks, we can fly all throughout the Hisui region. I also wanted to add surfing just like the trailer, but I have a major problem. The Pokemon that was shown in the trailer doesn't exist yet, so I had to choose another. One of my favorite elements of Pokemon lore is the red Gyarados at the Lake of Rage. How epic would it be to ride that? So I brought Gyarados into the game and changed his materials to the shiny form. When someone's riding the red Gyarados, I'd imagine they'd be holding on for dear life. So I used Unity's new animation rigging package to make it look like the trainer is barely gripping on to the red Gyarados. With the Gyarados and Braviary looking great, it's time to create the visual effects. I wanted moves such as Hydro Pump, Thunder, and Hyper Beam to look incredible. I used Unity's particle system, a great system for making Psych! I used Unity's super cool and tough VFX graph. There was no way I can make good VFX for every move in the game very quickly, so instead, I reused the VFX and changed the color based on the move type. Next I added sound effects and the moves were looking great. Ew, it's a muck. Remember kids, mucks are disgusting. The trailer shows wild enemy Pokemon becoming enraged and attacking you. To mimic this behavior, I added a day and night cycle, and have evolved wild Pokemon attack you only at night. When you're within a certain range of a wild enraged Pokemon, it'll start to throw projectiles at you. And if you get hit, your entire party takes damage. With the rest of the game done, it's time to make the final boss Arceus. My brother created an epic spear pillar on top of Mount Coronet by, My brother did a great job because this spear pillar looks exactly like the Diamond and Pearl version. At Spear Pillar, you can fight the legendary Pokemon Palkia and Dialga. And if you manage to catch them both, it will reveal a secret staircase to the Hall of Origin, where you have your final fight with Arceus, just like in the original Diamond and Pearl games. When the fight begins, Arceus will rise into the air out of your reach. From there, he'll attack you with Earth Power, Judgment, and Hyper Beam. If you manage to avoid his attacks without dying, Arceus will come back to the ground, where you can engage him with your Pokemon. After taking a bit of damage, Arceus will rise into the air again and attack you even more viciously than before. And just when you think you have him beat, there's another surprise waiting for you right at the end. Looking at the completed game, I'm extremely happy with the end result. With the vast terrain complete, including flying, surfing, every Pokemon in the game, and an epic final boss battle, Pokemon Legends Arceus is looking amazing. Let's play the game to see for ourselves.
Bueno chicos, como vimos en el video, pues la verdad es que está increíble este video de cómo una persona quiere recrear o intenta recrear lo que es Pokémon Arceus. La verdad es que está increíble cómo hace pues todo este trabajo. La verdad es que me sorprende bastante y que Nintendo nos siga mostrando sus juegos sin terminar, seamos sinceros, sin terminar, porque ese sería el calificativo que se merece. Y la verdad es que está increíble. Me quedé sin palabras, yo quería mostrárselos, por eso se los traigo en este video. Y pues la verdad es que no tengo nada más que decir. Y vamos a terminar este video con esto. Pero no antes, sin pedirles su apoyo, regalándome un like a este videito, activando su campanita por favor y compartiéndolo con sus familiares, amigos y demás que les guste y apoyen lo que es Pokémon, ¿vale? Y de igual para informarles que se activa la dinámica de regalar Pokémones. Ustedes dirán, ¿cuál es esa dinámica? Bueno, si aquí regalamos Pokémones para Espada y Escudo, lo que deben de hacer es ir a mis redes sociales y seguirme, enviarme un screenshot de que me siguen en mis redes sociales, y por cada red social en la que me sigan pues se van a ganar un Pokémon. De igual forma, aquí arribita en la esquina les dejamos el videito para que vayan y entiendan pues cuáles son las reglas, qué deben de hacer y todo eso, ¿vale? Aquí les dejamos el video donde les explican más a fondo, ¿vale? Y pues sin más, aquí terminamos chicos.